Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're helping me now. Pauline Estrada versus Nickelodeon Robinson. Nickelodeon Robinson. 2500295. Mr. Robinson, you're back. Your name?
I'm Nickelodeon Robinson.
Ma'am, your name?
Pauline Estrada.
Remind me, where do you live?
I live Creektown off Gibraltar, Creekside.
Do you have insurance to cover this?
No,
You have a dog that bit
I
this?
have pictures.
well, the dog belonged to my sister. That bit her, the one that was actually involved in the altercation or the incident.
How bad were the dog bites? Ma'am, I don't want to hear it right or see anything right now.
Okay.
You're going to have to do some research. I don't know what you found out, but he's telling me he's not the owner of the dog. And if he's not the owner of the dog, you're not going to recover against him.
Oh, I don't know. It stated on the police report, he said that he owned the dogs and they're the ones that took it. And all I asked is just the ER bill be paid. I didn't ask for lost wages or the medication that I needed to take or the pain and suffering. And I woke up every couple hours.
I mean, you realize you couldn't
Yeah.
initiate an action. You'd probably want a lawyer and need a lawyer, but you could initiate an action against the owner of the dog. If it is owned by his sister and she has insurance, you might be better off going that route. I don't know if that's true or
Well,
not.
I
Hang
don't
on a
know.
second. Let me finish.
Okay.
I don't care what you do, but he's telling me he doesn't own the dog. And so
I don't know. They just said on the police report, he said that he owned it. So that's what it said on the report. I can only go what I read, just like
dog
you.
licensed? Is the dog licensed with the city?
To my knowledge, I'm not sure. I would say no, because like I said, it's my sister's dog, but as far as I know, it's
Maybe
not.
you sue the sister. What's your sister's name?
Princess
Princess what?
Sturdivant,
How do you spell that?
Sturdivant.
Does she live with you?
Yes. At the moment, right now, yes.
Do you have insurance to cover any of this?
I don't have insurance. That's why I asked them to pay for it. I went over as soon as I got bit. I told them, I said, I'm not trying to cheat you because they didn't want to pay it. They said they didn't have insurance either. And I said, well, I'm sorry, because if my dog bit you, you would be taking me to court.
I'm just telling you, you got to prove who owns the dog.
Well, I don't
Wait.
know, like I said on the
Wait.
judge. I mean, like, I don't know.
You might want to do some research and find out if he owned the dog or his sister owned the dog, and you can add the other one. Princess Sturdivant, Sturdivant. Right? Right?
Correct.
What kind of dog is that?
The one that bit her is a Cane Corso.
And you're telling me you don't own that?
I don't own the Cane Corso, no, sir. I have.
Was your sister's living with you now?
She's living with me, but at the time she was not at the house present when this lady got bit by her dog.
I can't just willy-nilly pick things out. You heard what I said. He just told me he's not the owner. I don't know who's the owner. You got to come forth with proof as to who the owner is. Maybe you sue them both. Maybe you talk to a lawyer.
I did. The lawyer told me just to do this.
Well, that's all right, but the lawyer might be able to give you some ideas as to how you find out who the owner is. He doesn't know whether or not the dog's licensed.
I have ownership of my.
I don't want to talk about it right now. What I'm going to do is, I can't just, based on what he's telling me, I can't give you a judgment against him, ma'am. And I certainly can't give it against the.
I don't know if you didn't tell the truth at the police report. That's how I read it. I mean, I got it off the police report. Other than that, how would I prove it if he did say it to the police?
Well, maybe
report that
he was,
owned
well,
it?
now he's changing his tune. If the police did not misunderstand him, he's changing his tune. Okay? Mr. Robinson, there's no sense, if this is your dog, people are gonna find out. You follow me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna adjourn this 3 weeks. I can't tell you how to prepare your case, but you could bring in the police officer. You could go to City Hall, find out who owned it. I'm not trying to put you through work, but I cannot, just based on what I've heard, give you a judgment against him right now. I just can't. And I'll let you amend the complaint too if you want to add another party, Princess Sturdivant. But you can check with the police officer. You can take the police report, call the police officer, subpoena the police officer as to any statements that he made. Those will be admissible, and we'll go from there. But I can't give you a judgment based on what I've heard here. We haven't even started the hearing, but I just want to make sure you do get compensated if you're entitled to it. I'll adjourn this 3 or 4 weeks. Give me a date, Linda, in mid-April, please.
How about April 21st at 8:30?
April 21st at 8:30. You might want to go back and talk to that lawyer. I'm not saying he isn't the owner. I haven't seen the police report. Sometimes I don't know what to tell you.
I had it here, so I brought it, but you didn't want to look at it.
Wait a minute. I'll proceed with the case if you want. You want me to proceed?
You know what, sir?
Hang on a
I
second.
would absolutely not. It's okay.
No.
Mm.
I don't want to look at it. You never asked me to look at it until just now, did you? Hang on a
I
second.
wanted to give
Hang on a
it to you.
second.
You told me not to. Sir, you know what?
Listen,
I'm 62 years old. I
I'm older
have to
than
work
you.
every day.
so do I.
So when I have to take time and come here
Stop.
and
Stop.
you know what?
Stop.
That's okay.
Just wait a second.
No,
Just wait a
no,
second.
Sir.
Ma'am,
If you walk out, that's your
You know
business.
what? It is.
Come on back up here.
Shame on you.
Shame on me.
Oh my goodness,
Well, that's what I deal with now.
goodness.
What the cases deal with other than
I'm
this?
gonna adjourn it 3 to 4 weeks, April 21 at 8:30. Send out the notice, Linda, if you would, please. Okay?
Yes, Your
Thank
Honor.
you. Boy, I tell you, the anger out there is reaching epidemic proportions. Come back on April 21 at 8:30. Discover Bank versus Dawn M. Leslie, 2403753.
Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor. Daniel Best, P58501 on behalf of plaintiff Discover Bank.
All right, Ms. Leslie, your name?
Dawn Leslie,
Did you two talk and see if you could resolve this?
We spoke or I didn't, but the attorney at the last pretrial spoke to Miss Leslie and she indicated that there was just no monies that she had that you'd be able to make payments towards this. If something's changed, I'd be more than willing to speak with her.
Ms. Leslie, do you owe this debt?
I suppose I did take the card for somebody else, but I tried to pay on it at the beginning as much as I could. And then
I'm
I
just asking you, do you agree that you owe this debt?
well, I can't pay it. There's no way
I know,
can.
I know, but there's 2 aspects to every judgment.
Yes,
And there's one aspect as to whether or not there's a debt that's owed, a liability issue. Okay?
yes,
And there's another that has to do with ability to pay. So in other words, if you agreed that you owed the debt, there's no sense contesting it, and I could give him a judgment. But
Yeah,
then the question is, and let me finish.
okay.
How much can you afford to pay is the issue.
$10 a month. My youngest daughter just passed away not even a month ago out in Reno, Nevada. I have to have her
I'm
insured. I didn't
I'm
mean to do
sorry.
this. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to cry. I'm so sorry.
You don't have to apologize. You do not have to apologize.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Counsel, what do you want to do? What do you want me to do? Just tell me what you want me to do. I mean,
I can't, I mean, first I want to make sure the defendant knows that her Social Security, as long as it's the only money being deposited into the bank account, is sacrosanct, cannot be touched.
right.
So I just want
They
to-
cannot garnish bank account funds that just have Social Security checks in them. Can't do it. If there's
Okay.
other funds that are commingled, that's a different story. Is
I
that
have
all you
no
live
other-
on is Social Security, ma'am?
Yes. And I have a bridge card. I don't even live on $1,000 a month.
I mean, I view her as judgment proof, but I still have to take the judgment, Your Honor.
Ma'am, are you
Yes.
willing to consent to a judgment in their favor and against you for the amount? And then they're gonna have to go about collecting it, and you don't even need to set up a payment plan? If that's all the funds you have? I don't
It
know.
is. I can't hear.
That's the. I'm sorry?
I just couldn't hear that last part. My phone cut out.
I don't know how they're gonna be able to
Okay.
collect the judgment.
Yes,
I
okay.
don't know how they're gonna believe, right?
Yes. Yeah, I have nothing else. I have some grandchildren.
All right, do you want to consent to a judgment? And if you owe the debt, there's no reason fighting the case. I mean, that's.
Yes. I guess I would consent to this judgment then.
Hey, counsel, give me the amount due.
$5,038.30, representing damages of $4,943.30, and court costs of $95.
All right, so does he have do you agree that you owe that amount, 503,830?
Yes. Yes.
Does he have your permission to sign your name to that judgment?
Yes.
So he's gonna submit the judgment to me. Ma'am, they're
Yes.
not gonna be able to collect unless you got assets to the house in your own name, you own a car in your own name, you own stocks, you own bonds, you
No.
have other funds in other accounts. But if all you've got is Social Security, and that's going into the same account, unless you're commingling other funds with that, they're not gonna be able to collect it. So I'm not even gonna bother setting up an installment payment order, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
I wish you well. You're gonna submit that judgment, Mr. Best?
I will do so.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day, everyone.